Welcome to the BitBoy Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at, is the crypto crash over? Is what we saw over the weekend, is it permanently putting a mark on prices, or are we bouncing back? We had another mini dump today. And some people are still warning of a bigger dump coming. So let's get started here. There we go. All right. Market cap, we're under 4 trillion, 3.878. That's a key number, is under 4 trillion. We want it to be over 4. Now it's down 2.9% over the last 24 hours. Volume healthy, 246 billion, which was healthy to the upside, so the downside. Bitcoin dominance 57.3% and ETH dominance 12.4%. So both ticked down a little bit since yesterday. Bitcoin coming in at $111,483. It's down 0.3% last hour, down 2.5% over the last 24 hours. ETH didn't fare quite as well. It's down 3.4% over the last 24 hours, trading just below 4,000. Binance Coin might be a good spot to take a long on Binance Coin, down to 1185. It showed more resilience and bounces back quicker than everything else, and is one of the only projects that is met and stayed at all-time highs, when well above its previous all-time high. XRP, $2.45. Solana, $195. Some people are looking for this to go as high as $300 to $500 this week. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Dogecoin, nothing but red. Tron, nothing but red. Cardano had a good hour. Day, your week, your month, or your year. Okay. Chainlink, 1861. So top trending coins, Mantra, Yay Finance, and Enzo. I only know what Mantra is out of those. It's a RWA project. And then top gainers, here you go. But none of these are in the top 100. Let's see where Mantra is, or Mantra. It's number 412. Wow. Wow. That's one to keep your eye on. Okay, top gainers. Let's see what's moving right now. Zcash bumped up another 6% in the last hour. Story, Chain Opera AI, proven its blockchain. Aster, which I've heard is a Binance project pretty much. Ethereum Classic, and then it goes to the Decadence. Or the down or up more than or less than 0.1% or less than 1%. Over the past day, Chain Opera AI still going up, 11.5% for the day. Then BitTensor, Zcash, Meme Core. Check the week. Chain Opera, Zcash, BitTensor, all with good weeks. Zcash, BitTensor, BNB, Mantle, all having pretty good runs here. Of course, your two gold coins, Tether Gold and Pax Gold. Gold is up. That's why those are up. All right. Don't forget, we are trading at Phemex. We have a trading competition going on right now. The links are definitely in the description down below. You guys can get to those. I currently do not have a position open. I had a long, but I got stopped out at some point a little earlier this morning. It's a 5-minute chart. Golly. Okay. Let's see. There it is. There's our gigantic crash. I was looking for you. So you can see over here downtrend line that you could argue we've broken out of. This is a 5-minute chart. Keep that in mind. 17-minute chart. You cannot stop the dip. You can only hope to contain it. 17-minute chart looks like we definitely have broken, hopefully have broken out of this, and we're heading back up. So right now, 11.6. Go to the hour chart. Still well below the point of control. This gigantic red candle over here is probably why our numbers are looking wonky here. 4-hour chart. Just a lot of indecision right now. You see the value area low, we're at it. So you would think going long would be a good idea. We're up at $111,705 right now.
Oh.
You are? She's long, boys. Okay. Analysts warn of another crypto market crash today. Friday, October 10th. Well, this was from yesterday. Witnessed the worst wipeout in the crypto market in the history after President Donald Trump threatened to impose a 100% tariff on all imports from China to the U.S. Total crypto market cap fell from 4.1 trillion to 3.6 trillion. On Monday, there were signs of a recovery. Total market cap recovered to 3.8 trillion, which we showed you where it is already. It's not there. It's at 3.87 trillion. So we have corrected, I guess. We did go up and we hit it, and then we came back down. I'm going to close CoinGecko. CoinGecko is a problem, I think. I think it takes up too much space on my computer. Analyst warns of big dump. Crypto analysts say it's way too early to take a sigh of relief. Popular crypto analyst with the handle on X, Crypto Analyst, warned the trading community to exit the market as a big dump is coming yesterday, which both Bitcoin and altcoins will crash. Another popular crypto analyst known as Prosperous W on X shared their views on social media platform. While many altcoins hit their absolute bottom on Friday, most altcoins are trading well above their bottoms, and we'll see further correction. And here's the full tweet. Market update. My current view, I believe the flash crash this Friday marked the absolute bottom for many altcoins. Those lows will not be broken again this cycle. That said, most alts are still sitting far above their bottoms. Take SWI for an example. It would need an 80% drop to retest its flash crash price near 50 cents. That's unlikely, but the market still needs to rebalance liquidity, meaning we'll probably see around a 50% wick fill. For SWI, that's roughly a 42% correction, a proper crash again. What comes next? I mean, it's very easy. This is very obvious. This was written with ChatGPT, but we're now entering strong resistance zones across the market. Early buyers from the flash crash bounce are locking in profits. Shorters are stepping in. This combo usually brings another hard correction. I expect altcoins to pull back 20 to 50% from current levels. Bitcoin has shown impressive strength during recent volatility, but I still see the potential for one more leg down before continuation. Forget the 4-year cycle. And this is where I'm at. I'm at the same place here, basically. Many think this is the start of a bear market because we've reached the 4-year cycle top. I say this clearly. The 4-year cycle is dead. We now follow the liquidity cycle and the business cycle. That's where real market structure comes from. The cycle will extend well into 2026. Stay focused on liquidity flows, not old narratives. His plan. I'm accumulating heavily between current prices and the flash crash lows. My futures positions range from 5 to 25x leverage, depending on the setup. Higher leverage equals short-term trades. Many already close to 80% profit. Lower leverage, swing trades I'll hold on to in the next expansion phase. When it's time to take profit or rotate, I'll announce it and share deeper breakdowns, blah, 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 blah. Whenever I take profits or sit in cash, I store it in Bitcoin because for me, Bitcoin is the new cash. The US dollar, the euro, and most fiat currencies will continue to lose value. Bitcoin is the ultimate liquidity base and hedge in this evolving economy. So a lot going on in this post. This is what they're talking about here. Analysts also shared their trading plan for the future. We already read that. So there you go. But coming back, looking at the price again, we'll go to the 4-hour chart. Now let's go to the day chart. Market cipher called it with the red dot at the top of the momentum wave there. Called this move as well. We're in the red on the money flow. Yeah, you got to think it's going to bounce. If the price has dropped all the way down to $109,802, which is right where my stop loss was, of course. So it dropped down there. But overall, I expect it to bounce. I think this is a good spot to take along. 111,139. That's what I would say. But that takes into consideration the market all the way back to here over the summer. So there you go. Bitcoin price prediction. Big buyers are back after the crash. Explosive rally is starting now. Big buyers are back. Big buyers are back. That's what they say. Let's see here. Bitmine Emerging Technologies reported its total crypto and cash reserves have climbed to 13.4 billion, including 3.03 million ETH and 192 Bitcoin. Led by Tom Lee of Fundstrat, Bitmine now holds over 2.5% of Ethereum's total supply and aims to expand that share to 5%. A target analysts call the alchemy of 5%. The company remains the world's largest Ethereum treasury and the second largest corporate crypto holder behind Strategy and Michael Saylor, who has $73 billion worth of funds. They've got 13.4 here. Let's see. The accumulation surge. Creating opportunities for long-term investors. Can BTC's triple bottom ignite the new rally? Let's see. Bitcoin is establishing a triple bottom pattern around 109,600, a clear reversal signal pointing to fading selling pressure. Price remains capped below the 100-day SMA at 116,200, which aligns with the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. Bitmine's aggressive accumulation underscores a broader institutional resurgence in crypto. Supported by Cathie Wood, Pantera Capital, Galaxy Digital, DCG. Company ranks among the 25 most actively traded U.S. stocks with an average daily volume of $3.5 billion. Tom Lee described Ethereum's current rally as part of a supercycle driven by artificial intelligence integration and growing participation from traditional finance. The shift has revived optimism across digital assets as Bitcoin stays above $111,000 and major holders return. If the triple bottom structure confirms, Bitcoin could spearhead the next leg of the bull cycle, restoring institutional momentum and confidence that had faded during recent volatility. Then they show some coin at the bottom of this. Read some of the comments here. What's up, Brian? Is he my only mod in the chat today? Okay. Why crypto briefly but dramatically crashed when Trump renewed the trade war? We're gonna skip this one. Let's go to the next story. Bitcoin drops below 112K as traders eye Powell's speech. What's going on? I don't know what time the speech is today. Let's see if we can find out. Let's see. Oh, no, don't do this to me. Yeah, it was already this morning. You don't know if it had a huge effect or not. Maybe that's why it went down to 109. Analysts say geopolitical tensions, tariffs, and prolonged U.S. government shutdown are keeping investors cautious. Bitcoin tumbled beneath 112,000 on Tuesday as traders brace for Fed Chair Jerome Powell's upcoming speech. Well, the speech already happened, apparently. It was this morning. NABE annual meeting. It's a National Association of Banks and Equities, maybe? I don't know. Those all could have been wrong. It was just a guess. Let's see. Markets found some footing on Monday after Trump softened his tone on China. Still, the shock left traders on edge and primed for further swings.
Who's that?
Lulu. Lachman Otunga, a senior market analyst at FXTM, said the reaction underscores just how sensitive investors remain to political risk and trade uncertainty. He had the U.S.-China tensions and a dragging government shutdown to keep markets jittery. Kevin Lee, chief business officer, I think that's probably Gate.io, expects downward pressure to persist near term as geopolitical risk and tariffs weigh on sentiment. He sees the Fed's expected rate cut on October 28th to 29th as a possible turning point to ease conditions for risk assets. Yannick Shrady, I guess, CEO of RCM, argued that large liquidations like the weekend's $19 billion wipeout act as a market filter, exposing weaker leverage positions while drawing focus to utility-driven projects. He cited Zcash's relative resilience and Umbra's $155 million raise in confidential DeFi infrastructure, signs of focus amid volatility. So let's see if we can find what he said here. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. To 12:20. Yes, it is. To 12:20. So it's in 30 minutes from now. That's when the speech will actually happen. Why is Barron Trump being accused of insider trading? Crypto short around China tariff decision sparks row. Don't know what that means. A news in the world of crypto has sparked a row. It involves President Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron Trump. Hours before Trump's decision to impose 100% tariffs on China on Friday, October 10th, a Bitcoin short worth millions were made. Soon after the decision came, Bitcoin prices fell rapidly, and the person who placed a short reportedly bagged between $160 million to $200 million in profits. Though the identity of the trader remains under wraps, social media has started speculating that it could be Barron Trump. Speculation has gained ground amid previous reports saying Trump's youngest son is in crypto trading. We all know that if you're in crypto. Given the contrary nature of the bet on a crypto price crash and its involvement with key policy decisions, many believe it was someone close to the Trump family to whom policy decision was leaked. But as of now, no confirmed reports indicate that Barron Trump was not the trader involved in the trade. Additionally, a user named Jinn, Jinn, claimed to be the trader behind the Bitcoin trade and clarified that there was no involvement of the Trump family in that trade. The user said the trade was based on technical analysis and the overvalued nature of Bitcoin as an asset. Yeah. Notably, all major cryptocurrencies saw a fall after Trump's announcement. The plunge in crypto prices after Trump's announcement of 100% tariff on China was the single biggest wipeout the industry has seen in recent history. Soon after the decision, Bitcoin saw an 8.4% drop, with all major coins affected. CoinGlass, a crypto trading information platform, reported that 1.6 million traders liquidated their positions on Friday, wiping out $7 billion at one point. Wow. Do you guys think it was Barron Trump? A lot of people think that's true. I have no opinion. I can tell you it's probably not the guy who's claiming. I mean, I don't know if there's $1 billion plus traders just sitting around there on crypto Twitter to take credit for this. $19 billion crypto liquidation exposes sex transparency gap. The crypto market suffered its single biggest liquidation ever on Friday, with $19 billion in leveraged positions liquidated. $19 billion. It liquidated over 1.6 million traders in a single day, but it didn't get me. The collapse sparked debate between transparency between centralized exchanges and decentralized systems. On-chain advocate calls out underreported sex liquidations. Jeff, the co-founder, it just says his first name. Jeff, co-founder of the on-chain exchange Hyperliquid, argued that real transparency, where anyone can check transactions on chain, explains why DeFi offers fairness and open auditing the sexes lack. I mean, they can't update in real time. They have to be. There has to be functions to get them there. Hyperliquid's fully on-chain liquidation cannot be compared with underreported sex liquidations. Every order, trade, and liquidation happens on-chain. It's about on Hyperliquid. Anyone can verify the system's balance and fair execution in real time. Some sexes underreport user liquidations by up to 100 times. How about that? Up to 100 times. Some of these real sketchy exchanges are not Phemex. Phemex, they've got their proof of reserves out, you can see. Let's see. The crash revealed very real, very serious market flaws. He explained the liquidity vanished almost instantly. Backpack, his company, this guy Armani Ferrante, built to stay neutral, does not operate its own market maker, the FTX model that failed when markets froze. Therefore, Ferrante suggested adding vault tools and circuit breakers, praising Hyperliquid's system for relieving solvency. Meanwhile, Hasib Qureshi clarified that Athena's USD staked version did not depeg. He described a Binance-only flash crash caused by broken oracles and API failures. OKX executive Star, however, said that Athena's openness should set a benchmark. However, she warned that USD is a tokenized hedge fund, not a one-to-one stablecoin. Others accused Binance of temporarily freezing withdrawals during the chaos. Binance co-founder he responded that the systems remain stable despite short delays and confirmed more than $280 million in compensation, which BN Crypto later verified. This guy on Twitter says he can say there is a structural trend shift. He's saying Bybit acted in good faith. Analyst Kyle observed the turmoil shifted attention from DEX versus SEX to rivalry among exchanges such as Bybit and Binance. His views align with studies that show DEX is becoming a regulated platform seeing IPOs and payments while DEXs grow through faster and custody-free trading. Have you guys used one of these yet? Drop it in the chat if you have. Perpetual DEXs handled over $2.6 trillion in 2025, led by Hyperliquid and Aster. However, regulators warned that unchecked leverage and illusory decentralization could make them systemically risky. All right. Citi sets sights on 2026 for crypto custody. I didn't say Siri. I said Citi. More and more of the biggest players in TradFi, another obvious ChatGPT article. And more of the biggest players in TradFi are embracing crypto. This time it's the second biggest bank in the US. Yesterday, Citi announced plans to launch institutional crypto custody in 2026. CNBC has reported that Citi spent 2 to 3 years building a custody stack and is targeting a 2026 debut aimed at asset managers and other institutions. Phase 1 focuses on qualified safekeeping of digital assets for asset managers and other institutions with bank-grade controls, segregation, and standard SLAs. The build has been underway for years with adjacent services such as a fund admin, collateral tokenized cash rails also on the roadmap. In parallel, Citi is building out its digital cash stack and evaluating a stablecoin. We're hoping in the next few quarters we can come to market with a credible custody solution that we can offer our asset managers and other clients. See, if Citi succeeds, crypto won't feel rebellious anymore. It'll feel like banking, and that might be the point. I don't know if that's the point. Signals from the largest banks in the U.S. are getting clearer and louder. Citibank is evaluating custody and services for stablecoins in their reserves while prioritizing tokenized deposits via Citi token services for instant 24/7 treasury and payments. The Citi-issued stablecoin remains under evaluation, but the near-term emphasis is on tokenized bank money and stablecoin reserve custody rather than minting a consumer coin on day one. Citi is sequencing this like a bank, custody first, money rails next, issuance optional. But assuming this goes live in 2026 with some serious demand, expect more crypto products to come. It's just the beginning of the TradFi crypto wave. Buckle up. There you go, Citi getting involved. But this was interesting. Ethereum whales are furiously buying ETH. Is it time to buy the Ethereum dip? Large holders, including one of the biggest corporate treasurers in the market, has been buying heavily over the last 24 hours. BitMine stated, we already talked about this a little bit, its recent purchases have increased its holdings to 3.03 million. BitMine confirmed it added 220,000. We already talked about all of this. Another major wallet repurchased 7,817 ETH, about $32.5 million, near 4,159, just hours after panic selling during the drop. Wow. Somebody was 7,817 panic sold. Did they get it lower than they sold at? That's a big question. Another over-the-counter desk picked up 14,165 ETH, approximately $55 million through market-making channels, according to recent trade alerts. Let's see. According to Soso Value Data, U.S. spot Ethereum ETFs posted net outflows on Monday, led by BlackRock's negative 80 million and Fidelity's negative 30 million. Data suggests large holders and institutions may be scooping up coins that ETFs are releasing back into circulation. So I guess they're going back into exchanges. So, all right, guys, that's all the show we've got for today. So everybody make sure to be blessed, and BitBoy out.